हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आप सभी का मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल में स्वागत है। आज मैं आपको कैलेंडर से रिलेटेड कुछ क्वेश्चंस आंसर बताने वाली हूँ, जो कि आपकी जनरल नॉलेज को भी इंक्रीज करेगा और साथ ही आपको किसी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम को क्वालिफाई करने में भी हेल्प करेगा। अगर आप मेरे चैनल पर नए हैं और अभी तक मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो जल्दी से मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए ताकि आपको और भी अपडेट्स मिलते रहे और वीडियो को शुरू से एंड तक जरूर देखें। द टर्म BCE stands for Before Common Era. What was the Roman calendar named? Julian calendar. What year is not in the calendar used today? 0. Which calendar year is the most widespread calendar used today? Gregorian calendar. Who wanted to correct the Roman calendar? Julius Caesar. When was the Gregorian calendar introduced? 1582. Who introduced Gregorian calendar? Gregory VIII. When was Gregorian calendar introduced in England? 1752. The introduction of Gregorian calendar was misunderstood by labourers in England and led to riots. What was their demand? Give us back our 11 days. Which month has one more day in Gregorian calendar? February. What is the number of days in a leap year in Gregorian calendar? 366. Which of these calendars initially used the concept of 12 months to a year with a leap year added in for good measure? Gregorian calendar. Who declared that 3 leap years should be removed every 400 years? Julius Caesar. In what year was the Gregorian calendar officially adopted in Russia? 1918. Which of the following years in the Gregorian calendar is a leap year? 2000. In the calendar devised by John Dee and proposed for adoption by Queen Elizabeth I, there was regularly 8 leap years in every 33 years. The spring equinox may occur on any of March 19, 20 and 21. A Celtic cross quarter day occurs on a day exactly between a solstice and an equinox. Joseph Justus Scaliger is considered to be the founder of which science? Chronology. What is a Julian day number? The number of days elapsed since January 1st, 713 BC. Which people first used a 7-day week? Sumerians. Which planet is associated with Friday? Venus. A lunar calendar is based on the phases of the moon. The traditional Chinese calendar is lunisolar. A year in the Chinese calendar may have 12 months or 13. In a Martian year, there are approximately how many days? 687. What does the abbreviation BC stands for? Before Christ. When can you expect a month to have 5 weekends in it? Any 31-day month that begins on a Friday. What holiday spurred the creation of the Gregorian calendar? Easter. When a century ends, which of these days will it not end on? Tuesday. What is the last day of our current century, the 21st century? Friday. Which is the longest day of the year? Summer solstice. AD stands for Anno Domini, but what does Anno Domini mean? In the year of the Lord. The Gregorian calendar will end up a day ahead of the actual solar year in what year? 4909. The word calendar is derived from the word calend. To what did it refer in ancient Roman times? The first day of the month. A year is based on how long it takes to Earth to orbit the Sun. What is this called? Revolution. Which of these countries was the last country to adopt the Gregorian calendar? Greece. The Maya calendar had multiple cyclical calendars within it, including the Haab. How many days were on the Haab? 365. How long is a fortnight? 2 weeks. During what dynasty was the current Chinese calendar established? Han Dynasty. What is each year of the Chinese calendar named after? Animal. According to Chinese tradition, how was the order of animals chosen? By a race. A synodic month is approximately how long? 29.53 days. What source did the ancient Egyptians use to help from their calendar? Lunar calendar. Which of the following are not the zodiac animals in the lunar calendar? Lion. What is the last animal of the Chinese calendar? Pig. Lunar calendar is based upon the monthly cycles of the moon's phases. On which day of each month can we possibly see the full moon? 15th day. How many months are in the Islamic calendar? 12. What year does the Islamic calendar begin? 622 CE. During which month is it that Muslims do not eat from sunrise to sunset? Ramadan. Which day commemorates how Abraham was willing to sacrifice his son Isaac? Eid al-Adha. Which holiday celebrates the birth of the Prophet Muhammad? Mawlid and Nabi. Approximately how many days are there in a lunar year? 354. What is the first month of the Islamic calendar? Muharram. How many days does an Islamic month consist of? 29 or 30 days. What is the Islamic calendar named? Hijri calendar. The Islamic calendar is shorter than the Gregorian calendar by how many days? 11. Another term for the Islamic calendar, Hijri, is derived from Hijra. What does it mean? Emigration. Who made a complex ancient calendar that spans thousands of years? Mayans. What is every fourth year called in ancient and modern calendar? Leap year. How many days did the Babylonians add to the end of each year on ancient and modern calendars? 11. Which astronomer did Julius Caesar ask to create an ancient calendar? Sosigenes. December name comes from Decem, Latin for 10. Numa Pompilius turned to a period of celebration at the end of the year into a month of its own, named after the festival. February. What is a period of 10-year? Decade. Which is the only month to have a length of fewer than 30 days in all calendars? February. The calendar of which ancient civilization is thought to have predicted the end of the world? The Mayan civilization. A second full moon in a month of the common calendar is called what? Blue moon. A solar calendar tries to follow a repeating phenomenon of the sun. A lunar calendar tries to follow a repeating phenomenon of the moon. What is discrepancy between a sidereal day and solar day result in slightly different lengths of the entire year? 20 minutes 23 seconds. A modern example of a lunar calendar is Islamic calendars. The calendar of Anahuac had a period of how much days? 20. Romulus calendar is from the century 738 BCE. Julian calendar is from the year 45 BCE. The original Roman calendar consisted of 10 months and had a total of 304 days, which 2 months from our current calendar were not included on the original Roman calendar, January and February. The Georgian calendar repeats exactly every 400 years. What was before the Georgian calendar? Western or Christian calendar? The Romans marked their years from the foundings of the city, which is abbreviated AUC. How many days did June have in the early Roman calendar? 29. The pre-Julian calendar was also known as Romulus. What was the 15th day of the month's marker for the calendar of Romulus, known as Ides? Quintilis and Sextilis were named to July and August. 753 BC is equal to 1 AUC. How many days were in a Roman week? 9. The first day of each month in the ancient Roman calendar, calends. The Roman calendar was based on ancient lunar calendars. The day before the nuns' Ides or calends was called Predi. The ancient Egyptians used a calendar with how many days? 360. थैंक यू। अगर आपको मेरी वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो वीडियो को लाइक ज़रूर कीजिए और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब